Every year that passes after 50, if we do nothing, we are on an escalator that only goes down. We lose, on average, between 1% and 2% of our muscle mass. That is not just vanity. It is the direct path to fragility. It is the reason why a minor fall becomes a hip fracture. It is the beginning of dependency. Most of us are accepting this decline as if it were inevitable. But the biggest mistake we make is thinking that exercise is only for the young. Or worse yet, that walking a little is enough. We ignore the most important warning our body gives us: the loss of strength. You will understand exactly why training, not necessarily harder but smarter, is the most powerful tool you have to build an independent and robust future. Hello, I am Manuel Granada, an adult intensive care specialist with a master's degree in basic biomedical sciences. And today, we are addressing a crucial topic: intelligent training. Forget the images of gyms full of mirrors and intimidating weights. Training is about precision. It is about giving your body exactly what it needs to combat the number one enemy of healthy aging: sarcopenia. A complicated word, it simply means the progressive loss of muscle mass, strength, and physical performance related to age. And today, we're going to learn how to combat it with science. The science of strength. To understand why training is vital, we must first understand what happens in our body. Sarcopenia, as we mentioned, is the silent thief of our independence. Research, such as a review of 19 studies analyzed by the Universidad Abierta Interamericana, Inter-American Open University, confirms that this progressive loss of muscle is the root cause of the increase in falls, morbidity, and unfortunately, mortality in older adults. But here is the hopeful science. First, let's talk about strength. A common mistake is to think that we only need cardio. But experts like Juan Carlos Collado, a professor of sports sciences, point out that strength training is the fundamental pillar. A study published in InStyle highlighting his work lists the direct benefits: improves balance, a strong core and legs support us, drastically reduces the risk of fractures, muscle protects the bone, and most importantly, it gives us back our confidence when walking. Second, let's talk about the brain. Training doesn't just save the body, it saves the mind. Researchers from the Sociedad Española de Nutrición, Spanish Nutrition Society, analyzing publications in the journal Exercise and Sports Science Reviews, have found direct links between regular physical exercise and better brain health. How does it work? Exercise, especially that which challenges our muscles, releases substances called myokines. Think of them as fertilizer for your brain. Neurobiology studies show that this physical activity helps combat age-induced cognitive decline, improving memory and executive function. Moving the body strengthens the mind. Third, metabolic health. Harvard Medical School has been very clear about this. Strength training is crucial for maintaining muscle mass. Why is this important for metabolism? Muscle is an expensive tissue to maintain. It burns calories even at rest. By preserving muscle, we improve insulin sensitivity, helping to prevent or control type 2 diabetes, and keep the increase in visceral fat at bay. The evidence is overwhelming. Inactivity is a choice that accelerates aging. Strength training is the most effective intervention we have to slow it down. The action plan. Okay, the science is clear, but how do we start? What does intelligent training mean? It means being strategic. It's not about exhaustion, it's about gradual progression and functional exercises. Here are 3 pillars for your action plan. 1. Key tips for getting started. The error to avoid. As Harvard experts warn, the worst mistake is a sudden increase in activity. If you haven't exercised in years, don't try to run 5 kilometers tomorrow. The golden rule. Gradual progression. Start with what you can do. If you can only do 5 squats correctly, do 5. Next week, try for 6. Intelligence lies in consistency. Listen to your body. SMART means knowing the difference between pain, bad, sharp, joint-related, and discomfort, good, muscle fatigue. Never train through pain. 2. Nutrition as fuel. You can't build a house without bricks. Strength training breaks down the muscle in a good way, and food rebuilds it stronger. Absolute priority, protein. It is the brick. Aim to include a source in every meal. Examples: eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken breast, fish like salmon, legumes, lentils, chickpeas. Strong bones. You need proteins partners. Calcium, dairy, broccoli, almonds, sardines. Vitamin D, sun exposure with caution, and fatty fish. Healthy fats, they fight inflammation. Examples: extra virgin olive oil, avocado, nuts. The 3 SMART exercises. Forget complicated movements. Focus on the functional. These are movements we use in daily life. Exercise 1. The squat, or sit to stand. This is the king. It is the movement we use to get up from a chair, the toilet, or the car. How to do it. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair. Without using your hands, stand up with your chest up. Then, control the movement slowly as you sit back down. That's 1. Goal: 2 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. If it's easy, do it without the chair, air squat. Exercise 2. The get up and go, balance and core. This exercise, used in geriatric assessments, is excellent for mobility and core strength, abdomen and lower back. How to do it. Sit down, stand up, no hands. Walk 3 meters, about 10 feet. Turn, walk back and sit down with control. Goal: repeat this 5 times. Focus on fluidity and control. Exercise 3. Wall push-ups, upper body strength. We need strength to push a heavy door or get up from the floor. How to do it. Stand facing a wall with your hands at shoulder height, slightly wider than them. Take a step back, keeping your body straight like a plank. Bend your elbows and bring your chest toward the wall. Push back. Goal: 2 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. Combine these 3 strength exercises 3 times a week, and on the in-between days, add your aerobic activity, walking, swimming, or using a stationary bike, as studies on arterial health suggest. That's it. It's not complicated. It's smart. Let's do a quick review of what we learned today. The danger is real. Inactivity leads to sarcopenia, muscle loss, which is the gateway to fragility, falls, and loss of independence. The common mistake, believing we are too old for strength exercise or that walking is enough. The scientific solution. Strength training is the most powerful intervention to reverse this loss. It improves muscles, protects bones, and sharpens the mind. The action plan. Start slow, focus on protein, and practice functional exercises like squats, the get up and go, and wall push-ups. Conclusion. The escalator we talked about at the beginning, the one that only goes down, it doesn't have to be your reality. Training is how you turn it around. It's not about being 20 again. It's about owning your 70s, 80s, and 90s with strength, clarity, and independence. Because strength isn't vanity, it's freedom. At the Adult Health Institute, we turn science into action so you can stay sharp, mobile, and unstoppable for decades to come. So keep moving, keep learning, and if this message resonated with you, subscribe, join the climb, and let's rise together. Your strongest years are still ahead.